I want to introduce my new concept of the ex-vegan exhale, because to me it's the only scientifically valid explanation for especially some of these other people who have quit being a vegan and just seen unexplainable, mysterious, verging on magical relief of their symptoms or health issues when they stop being vegan. And I don't mean to gaslight anybody here, because obviously if you're eating a nutritionally inadequate vegan diet, you can have health issues that once you get those nutrients again, regardless of the source, whether it's from other vegan food or from eating non-vegan food, then you'll be able to relieve those symptoms. I'm not saying it's all in everybody's head.
No scientific explanation. Exactly, Mike the Vegan. See, this is why I love him so much, because I'm sure he spent countless hours, objectively looking through the research, trying to figure this out. How does this make sense that so many ex-vegans are saying the same thing when we know the Dietetics Association said, it's adequate. It's an adequate diet for everybody. So, yeah, and we know that we can't trust all the research, too. We know a lot of these studies are funded by big beef or whatever, and, they just can't all be trusted. That's just a common knowledge thing. So you have to be very careful which research you trust. You can't look at anecdotes at all, and then you have to kind of dig through and try to figure out yourself which of the research you can trust, because you can't trust your instincts or anything like that either, or your own body, because it could be the placebo. And like you said, he's not trying to gaslight anybody. I mean, he literally just said it may not always be that these people don't want to fit into this box anymore and they just want to be a normal person and fit in with society. It may not be that. It may not be that they just want to take the blue pill. It may be that they just did it wrong.
He also was starving himself for 30 days at a time and drinking pee. Let's forget about that for a second. But after eating fish, after not having it for years, he all of a sudden, earmuffs for children, has a wet dream. Yet in terms of biology and science, it takes about 60 days to produce sperm or whatever. So you gotta get what I'm saying.
I wanna piss on you, pee on you, boo boo boo, drip drip drip. Ooh, 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 do, ooh, ooh. Don't forget about the pee, y'all. He drank pee. He's crazy. He drank pee. We can't trust these people. They fast and they've starved themselves and they've done all kind of different diets and they drank pee. Oh my God, I wanna pee on you, piss on you. Ooh, And by the way, this is how he proves the science. It takes like 60 days to produce semen. So that means you can't come except for like every 60 days or so. And if you're sitting there confused, so every time you ejaculate, you have to produce the sperm? Or couldn't it just be that maybe you had less sperm? Maybe your hormones weren't functioning as well, and now they are? Why are we assuming Tim Sheaf had no sperm?
Where it's biochemically impossible to raise the nutrient status that fast, or just the total nutrient load of these animal products would not be big enough to make a difference. It's clear that there's something else going on here, perhaps an element of suggestibility, or just this big exhale of stress or tension that people have been holding by going against the grain of society for years.
Exactly. There's no other explanation, because biochemically it is impossible. And sure, there is some research that shows that, nutrients are absorbed in the stomach and they make it into the bloodstream, and then they make it, your hormones signal your brain to know that you're full. That's where satiety comes from, and that's why you don't have to fill up and stretch out your stomach into a big balloon to be satiated. That's why you can eat small amounts of meat and eggs and such and get full faster, because all the nutrients, your brain has been signaled and told that, hey, we have everything we need. We've got all the nutrients we need. That science is actually wrong, as a matter of fact. So yeah, Mike, what he's saying here is there's no possible explanation. If you're deficient, your body can't know this quickly, that, overnight after you eat dinner, it can't know this quickly that you are actually getting some of what you were missing before. And I've heard people explain this away with the most insane arguments. They'd be like, what if you just have gut issues and you're not absorbing these plant nutrients, and so when you eat animal foods, they're bioavailable, and then the absorption is easy, and all the nutrients are there in one place, synergistically and things. And then what if you're not making the conversions, and you have genetic predispositions to these conversions not being made, and then you eat these animal foods that are, again, bioavailable and nutrient dense, and then the conversion doesn't have to be made, they're just there, and you're just satisfied, and you got all your nutrients, and then these deficiencies are just like these holes are being filled. Just the dumbest explanations. Oh my goodness, like these. So yeah, this is just really working me up, and it's upsetting me. So again, the Dietetics Association says that we can all do this. Everyone can do this, and the science shows it. Mike says the science shows it. The science shows it.
It's a religion at this point. It's a really weird, really sad religion. So a lot of vegans want animal products. Like, that's the food you want.